In a bid to mark the International Youth Day with the theme Green Skills for Youth, Sustainable Development, young people in Cross River State are gearing up to take center stage and roll out various activities. Mr. Daniel Obo, the chairman of Cross River State Youth Council of Nigeria, has called on the government of Cross River State to continuously support youth-led programs and initiatives. These, he says, will play a vital role in curbing the rising levels of youth restiveness in the states. Addressing a gathering of young people and media personnel in the Youth House in Calabar, Obo stressed the importance of engaging young individuals in productive pursuits such as sports, skills acquisition, and entrepreneurial development. By doing so, he says the likelihood of involvement in criminal activities will significantly reduce.
Yeah, we supported Prince to be governor, and so for me, I believe that every government, you need to assess government at the end of government. Right? As I sit here, I believe that I will be assessed at the end of my tenure, right? Whether we did well or we do not. Because, in less than 24 hours, government can do anything it has not done for the past 4 years or 3 years. So for me, the government has taken off. It will stabilize. We just got, a tip on how the state ESCO will look like, the State Executive Council. And I believe that Prince, as an individual, has been a good representative. So this one will not be different. For us as Youth Council, although our desire is to see a government who will have regard for the institution. Let me tell you, when we came on board, we met the institution registered as a youth support group for political party. So we need a governor who will deliberately, right, who will deliberately take us out of such circumstance. We need a governor who will deliberately support activities of young people. We have International Youth Week. The various 18 local government coordinators don't have any source of income. So we expect that as government funds, it will trickle down so we can have this celebration. So if government of Preso 2 funds activities of young people, gives us skill, right? Our people who are in school, because you find students who are youth, but you find lesser youths who are students. You get what I mean? So if you are able to give those youths who are students scholarship, right? If you are able to create skill, if you are able to create an enabling environment, if you are able to give soft loan, if you are able to even roof our youth house and give us a hall, we will all be happy. For us, just strengthen the institution. So we are hopeful, and I think that it is too early to begin to look at whether he's doing well or he's not doing well. If you talk about youth inclusion in the state ESCO, as of today, we have young people. We have Mike, we have Joe, right? We have MC. We have few other young people in the ESCO. God willing, government is big, so young people will also be part of government. So for us, we supported this government and we will support it for the next 4 years.
For this year's International Youth Day, Obo revealed that the celebration will take a new approach. The day will be observed simultaneously across the 18 local government of Cross River State, providing an excellent opportunity for youth at the grassroots level to actively participate in the event.
This is the International Youth Week. Naturally, it's a United Nations Day set aside for young people across the world. And naturally, it's every August 12th. And for the past 4 years, eventually this will be our last International Youth Day as a leadership, because by August 12th next year, we should be leaving before then. But we met a system where every August 12th, they have delegates from 18 local governments come to Calabar, and then together they celebrate the International Youth Day. Now, majority of the young people domiciled at the local government don't take part in this Youth Day. And so we thought it wise that instead of coming to Calabar to celebrate the Youth Day and then deprive other young people from celebrating this day, because we have a local government leadership, why not we ask the local government to celebrate the International Youth Day so that more youths, you get what I mean, more youths can participate, more youths can take part. Me as state chairman, I'm expected to go to my local government and take part to celebrate the International Youth Day. Every state ESCO member is expected to go to their local government. So you discover that when we go there, we meet more young people celebrating the International Youth Day than transporting people to Transcorp or anywhere to go and celebrate it. So for us in Cross River, there is a norm, and this norm has lasted for the past 3 years. And I know and I'm very convinced that the local government leadership, they are putting, 1 or 2 programs together to celebrate the day, because you could celebrate in terms of service, you could celebrate in terms of outreach. It depends on what you want to achieve. But what is important is that the day is set aside to celebrate young people. So for we in Cross River, it will be celebrated across the 18 local governments, right? So if you look at local government where there have been communal clashes, we expect that every engagement should be geared towards sustaining peace. If you go to a local government where there's no communal clashes, there's cultism, we expect that conversation should go towards cultism. If you go to another local government where there's underdevelopment, there is youth restiveness, right? So we expect that the sub-team of the international team should be towards making sure that there is deliberate consciousness to put our state in one. So for us, we believe that what we need to achieve is according to our various problems. For example, I come from Obubra. One of the most critical crises in our local government is communal clashes. And when you talk about communal war, young people are involved also. So if there's any way we can let young people know that, look, in this year International Youth Day, as we celebrate, let's take a vow that we won't fight anymore. You understand that? So these are the consciousness. Some go ahead to do, environmental programs, wake up in the morning, clear the road, keep the roads clean and all of that. So for me, I believe that every local government has its own peculiarity. And so according to what they want to achieve, they are going to tie that team, right, down there, and God willing, there will be sub-team almost in every local government. First is, whether you like it or not, first, if you don't say, here am I, nobody can say that. We all stayed in this state during EndSARS and saw the level of destruction, right? And then some people went to warehouses where people were hungry, and then government was stocking food, and they can't give it out to people until whatever happened. For me, I believe that, for the government of Prison 2, we have a lot of technocrats, we have a lot of politicians. We are confident that any template that will not trickle down, the government is open to impute. And so at this point, I think that it is important we look at and wait and see the template government will bring, to remedy this situation of poverty, hardship on our people. Which one, I think that if you create skill, is another way. So the president yesterday talked about buses, scrapping the student loan, and then introducing buses. So the meaning is that every day they seek counseling, every day they seek advice to be able to get it right. So I believe that the governor being the first as a National Assembly member to do empowerment, being the first, right, as a National Assembly member to do scholarship and a lot of things he did as a senator, as a member of Federal House, we are confident that he's in touch with the people. And that whatever template they will bring, if it is not okay, I'm sure he's open to conversation because he wishes us well.
As a youth leader, urge young people in Cross River State to stay resilient and committed to their dreams. He also expressed support for the government of Senator Prince Bassey Otu. With these collective efforts, positive change and progress are on the horizon for young people in Cross River State. Okoribe, SCN, TDN.